Hey, this is Amy, and I want to talk to you about the new library catalog. The catalog will continue to be called GillFind. It looks a little bit different, and there are some new features that I think are really helpful. One of the first things I wanted to point out is next to the search box, there is a drop-down menu that will allow you to search University System of Georgia holdings in addition to the books and digital resources available through Roberts Library. So that is a change. We also have a course reserves tab so that you can access course reserves material immediately from the front page. To do just a basic keyword search, you can go ahead and type in your search term here. It'll default to Dalton State College, and you can go ahead and click search. Now, if you wanted to search the University System of Georgia, all you have to do is change that drop-down and re-perform the search. So if you did a search for something and you weren't finding a lot of resources, you can go ahead and re-execute that search. So you can see there are many more available in the University System of Georgia compared to Dalton State College. So I'll just go back to what's available at Dalton State, but that'll give you an idea of how easy it is instead of having to search a separate catalog entirely. The first thing that I think is a great feature up here is the show only. So you can limit it to available in the library, which would be physical items available in Roberts Library on the shelves. And then if you change your mind, you can remove that filter. And then if you are not on campus or if you can't come into the library for some reason, maybe we're closed, you're doing late night research, you can limit it to things that are full access online. If you don't have a preference, you can stick with the original search that has both of those categories together. So the tabs underneath each item will tell you View It is going to provide you a link to the electronic source, and Get It will provide you call number information to find items on the shelf physically in the library. And then Details is just going to have a whole bunch of information that you can verify that you're getting what you're looking for. There's links to a bunch of other things. There's a little actions menu that will give you more options. So anyway, so those are the search results page details. And then if you look to the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see again the show only limiters. There are some choices under Refine My Results. You can limit by subject, you can limit to particular format, if you are looking for something by a certain author, or if you want something that was published in a particular date range, you can just go ahead and type in the range of dates. We can click Refine. There is a slider down here as well. So down here, let's see, there is a slider so you can, change it that way as well. Again, we have more filters here: language, location, that's where is it in the library, classification, what call number area is it in, and then there's a cool suggested new searches. So that's kind of neat, I think. So that was the main search page, and you can see we have 339, so you can navigate to further search results pages. Let me go down to the bottom. It shows you 50 results at a time, and I don't think you can see it, but let me pull my screen down here a little bit. You can see, again, the further pages of results. So let me go back up to the top. I'm going to pull this back up. Oh dear, let me see about that. All right, here we go. And then you can also sort your search if you're looking for, the newest items to be first. You can tell it that's what you want, and it will give you the most recent items and then going backward in time. So that's cool. Oh, and if you like the items that you see, you can click the little star icon. Go ahead and add those to your shelf, your e-shelf. You can add the entire page to your e-shelf, but once you click that over here on the left, you can't click it again to remove the stars. You have to go back and, click on them again. So individually. But anyway, so your e-shelf is up here at the top right corner. And this e-shelf that I have right now is just a temporary browser session based saving mechanism. So as soon as I close my browsing session, it's going to go away. Now you can, select items and then email them to yourself. You can print out a list of items, but if you want to just save them to look at later, you would go into My Account. So everyone has a library account. Right now I am not signed in. So I'm going to click, so I clicked My Account up here. I'm getting still this warning here, sign in. And this is giving you the option. You can use your Dalton State login, or if you're a community borrower, there's a different login procedure. But I am a Dalton State employee, so let me go ahead and put in my information here. Go ahead and log in. Don't save. So let's see here, eShelf. So this has stuff that I've added. So I have 124 items in here. I've added some other things, just practicing. But yeah, so that's really cool. You can add comments and, you can remove items, and it's really neat. You can save search queries. You can go into your account to see fines and fees, requests, and then you have the option to view the Galileo password. So I'm not going to actually click on any of those, but just know that those features are available. And if we go back to the home page, it will tell you the details here. Get Galileo password, renew books online, check my request. That's all stuff you can do in your library account. So that's not really new, but the procedure of logging in with your My Dalton State is new. And you can tell that I'm logged in because it has my name up here. You can easily get to your eShelf, to your My Account, and then if I wanted to sign out, I could sign out as well. Go ahead and sign out. All right, and you can see now I'm not signed out. It says guest. So that's helpful. You can change the language of the search interface if you want. Change it to Spanish. So that's kind of neat. I don't speak Spanish, so I'm going to change it back to English. Library search, always linked up here. This icon is a link back to the main search page as well. We did the basic search. We also have the option to do an advanced search. So if you wanted to say something like in the title, let's see, let's do maybe The Pelican Brief by John Grisham. That was a book that I read a long time ago. In the title contains pelican, and author creator contains Grisham. We'll type in. Go ahead and do my search here. And there we go. It brought up the Pelican Brief. So that's pretty cool. And we have also the default on these drop downs here for a Boolean search is right now it's and. Let's say that I wanted books about pelicans that weren't written by John Grisham or anybody named Grisham, but we can specify by doing John here. I'm going to go ahead and change that to not. So let's go ahead and click search. And you can see here, there's a whole bunch of items that are include the term pelican that don't include John Grisham as an author. If you maybe have two favorite authors, you're like, oh, I love books by like James Patterson, and I love books by John Grisham. Let's just see what we have for both of those. So if you say or, it'll include any that has either of those as an author. So that's kind of cool. So we have 65 books I could check out to take on an airplane or to the beach or something to read. So that's kind of cool. From the advanced search screen, you can get back to the simple search by clicking simple search. Let me go back again because I think you can also just click on the logo or click on the library search. So it's really, lots of ways to get back to that home screen. Another cool feature, and this is new, is browse search. So let's say I'm like, well, you know what? I know I keep going back to John Grisham, but let's just go back to John Grisham. So it's like Grisham, John. I want to browse through all the books that were written by John Grisham. So maybe I know I like him. I know what I've read. I'm not sure what I haven't read, but I want to see what's available. And we can see here. So this is giving me, related authors, but I know that this first one is the one I want. And this will allow me to browse through the different books that are by John Grisham. So anyway, browse search is really cool. Oh, another thing that's cool is this virtual browse. This is going to show me what is on the shelf next to the book that I've selected. So we can see everything that's shelved nearby, kind of go next, click previous if we want to go back a little bit. So this is giving me an idea of what's going to be on the shelf when I get up there. So here, John Grisham, it's right next to Martha Grimes, W.E.B. Griffin. That's kind of cool. All right, so I use the browse search to find books by John Grisham. Sometimes when you are doing research about literature, you might want to find books of criticism, literary criticism. So let's type in John Grisham criticism. Criticism. We're looking again at Dalton State College. Okay, so we do have a critical companion to John Grisham, so that's good. And again, call number is right here if I wanted to go find that on the shelf. So we do have one specific about John Grisham. Let's say this is a good opportunity for me to look to see what the university system has as well. So you can see here we do have some additional books about John Grisham. And one thing that you can do is get it. So we don't have it at Dalton State. We can order it from another college. The only thing is I'm not currently signed in, so I do have to sign in again, even though I previously signed in and then I signed out. So anyway, just be aware that requesting isn't going to work unless you have signed in. All right, so more libraries. So let's say I want to request it. Just clicked on Armstrong State University. Let's see, Middle Georgia. All right, here we are. Middle Georgia has it. The request options, I have the option for request. Change my pickup institution, so I'm at Dalton State. Let's see here, where is it in the list? Now, there are some changes that have not yet gone into effect. Here we are. Okay, pickup library, Darrell C. Roberts Library, not needed. Okay, you can leave that blank, I think. The only required ones are pickup institution and pickup library. It's not as big of a thing for us here, but some libraries have multiple locations. So anyway, I can go ahead and do my request. Okay, request placed. Place in queue is 0. That sounds weird, but that just means that I'm the first one in the queue, so I am not behind anyone. So if the place in the queue was 1, that would mean there is one person in front of me. So there's no one in front of me. So this book will be sent to Roberts Library where I can pick it up. And I can always go into my account to keep tabs on my requests. Let's see, that was from Middle Georgia. So we have one request from there. So I'm in my library account. And again, you have access to a lot of other features in here. So those are some of the basic functionalities of the new catalog. I want to direct your attention up here to the top right of the screen. I talked about these links with the account and the language, but some other items here are Find eJournals, and this will allow you to search our electronic journal holdings. The citation linker. All right, so the citation linker basically is going to allow you to search for a particular item. So let's say I'm looking for Journal of Consumer Reports. We can go ahead and do that search. And you can see on the results screen that it's going to tell me where Roberts Library has that particular item and then what dates and formats it's available in. So that's really helpful. Go ahead and close that as well. We talked about browse search, so I think we have actually covered all of the features that I wanted to show you. There is a feedback survey at the bottom linked, so if you have any feedback or issues or anything, you can go there to let us know about that. Of course, there's also Contact Us, and that will take you to the Roberts Library website. Scrolling down, you can see the contact information, that ask us questions and everything. So, if you run into any issues, please do let us know. But hopefully that was a good overview of the new library catalog. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. And, let us know if you have any questions or any issues.